The Sterling annual gala had faded hours ago, leaving behind only the cold, hard geometry of a crime. Lord Alistair Sterling, collector extraordinaire and a man who trusted no one, was dead on his gallery floor.
Lady Amelia, please, for the sake of efficiency, recount your movements precisely from the moment the final guest departed.
I was in the library, Detective. A cold glass of sherry and a book. From exactly 11:30 until your rather unwelcome arrival. My husband, Alistair, he remained here, guarding his latest, most ridiculous acquisition, the Chronos Scroll.
The murder weapon, this small, almost ornamental silver stiletto, is clutched in his hand. Was this a defensive wound?
Alistair was paranoid, Detective. He always carried it, a relic from the Borgia collection. But the wound is in his back, between the shoulder blades, hardly defensive.
The suspects were assembled in the vast, shadow-choked room. Lady Amelia, whose inheritance was notoriously contingent upon her husband's demise, the Marquis de Cheney, Alistair's bitter, decades-long rival for every historical artifact, and Dr. Horn, the victim's physician, who had privileged access to his extensive cabinet of experimental remedies.
Marquis de Cheney, your whereabouts when the silence descended upon this house?
I was admiring the statuary in the East Wing, Detective, the Canova marbles, a solitary, quiet pursuit, I assure you. I have no alibi. No one saw me.
Convenient. Dr. Horn?
I was reviewing Alistair's private medical charts in the conservatory, near the orchid beds. He was due for a critical consultation tomorrow. I noted a dangerously high heart rate on his last reading. He was under immense strain.
Lady Amelia, the Chronos Scroll. Where is this object that compelled such risk?
Gone. Stolen. It was a priceless Babylonian calendar, Detective. The only thing of true value in this room besides the late Lord. Alistair would never, under any circumstance, have let anyone take it without a struggle to the death.
Then the struggle occurred. The killer subdued him and fled with the scroll. Now, let's discuss the architecture. Tell me about this room.
It is sealed, soundproofed entirely, built specifically to protect Alistair's most valuable and volatile treasures from vibrations and prying ears. There is only one entrance, through that reinforced magnetic door. No one could have heard a scream.
And this timepiece?
The grandfather of time, they call it, purely decorative from the Renaissance. It chimes every hour on the hour, a loud, unnecessary bong that often infuriated Alistair.
Detective Finch's eyes narrowed. Lord Alistair's wristwatch, still fastened to his arm, showed the time of death. Precisely midnight. But the gallery clock was clearly chiming 2 a.m.
You said this clock chimes every hour. It just chimed 2 o'clock. But our records show we were called here only 30 minutes ago.
Perhaps it's fast, Detective. It's an antique. What possible relevance?
No. Alistair's watch stopped at midnight. The crime, by forensic analysis, happened precisely at midnight. This gallery is soundproofed. No one heard the struggle. No one saw a killer enter or leave. Lady Amelia, the Marquis, Dr. Horn, you all claim you were nowhere near this room at midnight. I believe you entirely.
Then, who killed him? Was he alone?
You are correct. He was alone. But he was not safe. You see, the struggle didn't occur before the theft. It occurred for the theft. And the object of the theft wasn't the scroll, Lady Amelia. The timepiece was.
Finch spun on his heel and turned to face the imposing mechanism. Its polished brass surfaces seemed to watch them all. It was Alistair's true obsession, the perfect machine.
The Chronos Scroll was the decoy. Lord Alistair was murdered for this clock, but not by any person. This wasn't a robbery. This was a catastrophic malfunction of a paranoid design. Lord Alistair wasn't stabbed by a human hand. He was killed by his own paranoia and his own prize possession. That silver stiletto in his hand wasn't a defense weapon. It was a specialist tool he used to try and desperately repair the clock's complex, integrated internal mechanism while it was still wound and running.
Repair impossible.
The clock didn't malfunction tonight. Lord Alistair was meticulously restoring its inner workings. At midnight, he inserted the stiletto to adjust the final gear, but the clock, designed with a proprietary security feature Alistair installed himself, a mechanism that violently rejects any foreign object inserted past its face, saw the blade. The clock mechanism itself drove the blade into his back as he leaned in to fix it. He died by his own metallic creation, in a room designed to prevent anyone from hearing the struggle between a man and a machine. The real twist is, the scroll isn't stolen. It was hidden. Alistair, the man who trusted no one, hid it inside the hollow base of the clock moments before he died, believing that only the perfect, non-human mechanism of time could keep it safe from human hands. The clock is 2 hours fast because he was adjusting it, trying to make it run ahead of real time, perhaps believing he could outrun his own fate.
The killer wasn't a person with a faulty alibi. It was the centerpiece of the room, guarding its secret with the meticulous, deadly force of time itself.